Your tit is leaking.
Tit juice. Okay, ready for the next one?
Are you ready for the next
light?
one?
I'm fine.
Everybody get it together.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my God! Last week's episodes were so funny. I can't even. I'm still riding the wave of
is a week
last
later.
week's episode.
They're so close, by
They
the
were
way.
hilarious. Can you cut her out?
Yeah, I can.
The BB hat is glued to her head.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's move the angle.
Wait, we should switch.
We should sell little Darnella
We should-
plushes with just BB hats on.
Oh shit! But then you could change the eyebrows. Like, oh my God, you could
Happy or angry?
Yeah, happy or angry eyebrows. You choose.
And it
What-
comes with the Grey Goose bear bottle.
Oh yeah.
And then when you order it, it comes late.
I mean, really.
And it comes with different sayings.
Oh my God. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's merchandising. Good job.
It's not a good idea. Anyways, go on.
Everybody over where she works currently, like, I want to buy one. I want to buy one. I want to buy one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You guys are having a little photo shoot over
Padre
there.
Island. The two of you over there cheersing like it's spring break. Now we're in New Orleans. I don't have beads.
Wait,
She's looking for beads.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. I couldn't tell your story last week of accidents, but you could flash your tits all over my show. All over my show. Is that what you're telling me?
Break.
You can
New
flash
We're not talking about the
New
accident.
Flashing teeth.
We're not talking about the accident.
Flashing tits. Who's flashing tits?
God.
And with that,
I thought your mom watches this show.
She doesn't anymore.
being said, welcome to Do It Like Danny, nude yoga version.
There is no nude yoga.
I'm going to tell a million stories, and maybe one will hit home, and you'll be like, wow, that happened to me. And it's not about me. Well, it is. You know, television is a very, very crazy beast. I learned so much at Tyra. This is real emotion. This is something that I experienced.
I want the world to see what I have always seen, and that is the love that you have for just being yourself.
I love this person who knows who he is, who can make people laugh.
I think the script I gave you was a little bit different, but I'll take that.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm drinking at work because it's my show. I drink on my show.
Hey,
Everybody, welcome back to Do It Like Danny. I don't know how the hell I'm alive. Welcome. Last week was insane, and this week
God.
just proves to be even worse in a good way. We hope you enjoyed your weekend. We hope that you enjoyed your Father's Day, your Father's Day, right?
Yeah,
Was it
we
Father's
just
Day?
ended that.
We hope you enjoyed your Father's
Yeah.
Day. We're Darnella posthumously. Is that how you say it properly? I don't want to say it improperly. Her father passed away a year ago in January.
January 19th.
And it's June, but it's okay. It's all good. He was an amazing man. I went to his honors. It was great and fantastic and wonderful. And she is still, well, actually, I should probably let you talk. So you're still, now that we kind of touched on it, because I have a couple of stories, but listen, I mean, I think that we all experience grief in our life. And I think that me personally, why I would think it would be interesting is I like fart with my cheek.
Okay, so I didn't hear
It was
that.
the pool. It was the pool.
I thought I heard that. I was like,
Start that again.
I was like,
No,
that was
leave it
going
in.
crazy.
You leave it in.
Wow.
The lazy eye.
I can't talk.
The lazy eye and the farting cheek.
I had a stroke. How dare you? That's not very nice.
Oh my God! What
My
is
left
this?
side, I had a stroke. Can't you tell?
Is this on your notes?
My stroke? No.
Okay, back to serious.
God.
business.
Oh,
but,
serious?
No,
Okay,
no, I
back
know
to
we've been
serious.
joking. I know we've been
we can't
joking.
joke. Don't joke.
I know we've been joking,
Yeah,
but
don't
no,
laugh.
I think so. Here's the reason why I think that we should hear about grief from you is because I view you as this ice princess, right? And that's not a negative, mean thing. You know what I mean? Like you are like to me, like a strong person.
you're a tough cookie.
Emotions don't penetrate you. Like if someone's crying in front of you, you're just like, you know what I mean? I know I make the
I
joke.
wouldn't go that far, but I understand.
I
what
just
you're
did
saying.
though. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying. Like that's my
Yes.
point of view, and I think that I view you as this very strong foundation.
Stoic.
So, how has it been? Because it's been a year that you've lost your father, who was beyond influential in your life.
Yeah.
You know.
As I said previously, it's been different. Like last year, I'm just kind of like dealing with all of the things that I need to deal with. Right, we gotta make sure that his Kennedy Center's memorial's good, and like all of the things that he wanted, because we talked about it, my sister and I. What he wanted to be served, the food to be served, like all of those things. But it's definitely like this year I'm realizing that he's not coming back, right? He's not on vacation. He's not fishing. He's not doing any of these things. So in my quiet times, I am grieving still. Like, still crying, still grieving.
And that's fair. I mean, I think honestly, at the end of the day, it's like, I think that's totally fair. I mean, I still cry over my grandmother. I haven't lost any of my parents yet, but I will probably be the first one to go before them. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. That's horrible. I shouldn't say that. And so, but I'm not in that position. I don't know, so I can't say, oh, you're gonna get, slap you on the back and say you're gonna get over it, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever get over it. I mean, your parents are beyond influential in your life. They gave birth to you, the creator. And as my mother had me, of course, right? So, I'm not there yet. I don't know what it would be like. I can't really adjust it. I only have lost grandparents, so I can't sit here and say, oh my God, this is what it'd be like if I lost my dad, because I haven't yet. And I know that, Cousin Angelo, you've lost a parent, so I'll let you speak.
So 2001, my father passed away. He fell to his death 2 weeks after his 59th birthday.
He was young.
Yep. Yeah. So he was getting ready to retire. He was building his home in Ojai. And I think, and I've talked about this, I think the thing that helps me to reconcile the loss is that my father truly went out of this world doing what he loved the most. And he was an amazing man. And he left me with so much, not necessarily, and I'm not talking monetarily, but he left me with the fact that you can actually fulfill and live out your dreams and be a loving and caring person and a kind person. And as much as I feel robbed by him being gone at such an early age, I feel like that was his path, and there's nothing I can do to change that. So and believe it or not, he lives on in my heart. So I don't think he's fully gone. I mean, I know he's not here, but he dwells in my heart.
And how old were you when he passed?
My early 30s.
Oh wow,
33.
So you were
Yeah.
you were beyond you were beyond adolescent. You were in that age where you could appreciate your father.
Yeah, and I think the manner in which he left was such a shock.
Yeah.
More than anything, because it wasn't a prolonged illness where you're kind of expecting it, or
You're preparing.
you're preparing for it. It was just from one day to the next he was here and then gone. But I'm okay with it. I don't feel this, and I hope people don't conceive this, but I don't feel like there's this huge loss, because I feel like his love is here with me today. And I speak to him, and I'm guided by him, and I feel like what he left me with helps me to move forward in my own life. Yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Like your father?
It might be too soon.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
It's too soon for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
So-
miss? What do you miss the most about your dad?
So one of the things that, my father and I connected on was music. But it wasn't something that we did often. It just was innate in him. and then God bless innate in me. And so it wasn't until I moved back to Southern California, and it was one of the main reasons why I moved back. And I lived with him. I moved back, and I got to do the videos, which is, one of the things that was like irreplaceable, which is, one of the reasons why I was like going through my phone. I'm like, oh my God, okay, delete, okay, not delete, you know what I mean? Like it was hard. It was hard for me to delete certain things. But when I got to really be with him in his element and in mine, when he would sing, it was just like purely an instrument, ukulele, and him singing and me. We'd never done that before, like in our lives.
And what you're referring to is the clip that we're about to show you. So this is, would you say how much longer did he live on after you guys recorded this?
So when we recorded that, it was probably in 2021, I think. And then he passed in 2023. So he, he's still like, he's sharp as a kite. He's always been extremely musical. And he's just like, he literally is strumming. He's like, what's that song that you sing? And I'm like, Never, Never, Never. And he's like, and he just starts playing. Like, we've never practiced. He knows the song, right? It's a familiar Hawaiian song and stuff like that. And he just starts playing. So we, I say this in the video, we do a couple of takes and then we just do it. And it was amazing. It was
beautiful.
insane. It was so insane. And I wasn't like, trying to belt it out with a Whitney Houston or whatever. It was so like just me and him.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Well, it's a very emotional clip. I mean, obviously you played it at I make the joke, the Kennedy Center Honors, but I mean, it was like a 3-hour thing. I mean, I was starving after.
We fed everybody, by the way. Go on.
Yes, you did. But we'll let you decide. I want you to all take a moment and take a look at the clip of Darnella and her father, Billy Lupiba.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
La, 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 la.
Like to run away from you, but if you never find me, I would die.
Face it to you.
Like to break these chains you put around me, but I know I never will. Impossible to live with you, but I know I could never live without you. Oh, whatever you do, I'll never, never, never wanna be in love with anyone but you. For whatever you do, I'll never, never, never wanna be in love with anyone but you. Oh my
This
God.
should be all right.
So as you can see, that video, I mean, I cried numerous times, and I'm not even a part of the family, but I felt like I was a part of the family when I was there, when I was able to kind of get an opportunity to see, just a loving tribute that, you put together.
By the way, it's never going to get old, Angela. It's never going to get old. It's never going to get old. It's going to make me laugh every single time, no matter what deep emotional state I'm in, because apparently I don't have emotions. But it's never going to get
I mean,
old.
the first time we tried to get emotions from you and the pool, has more emotions coming out of it than us. So as you can see, a very cherished moment between Darnella and her father. And I don't want to put words in her mouth. I want her to explain the feelings and the things that she was going through, because in my mind, I think that's actually an amazing thing that you, and I'll look at you because I'm looking at the camera, that you had the opportunity to share that with your father, because I've never seen a performance up until that point. So I'm going to let you kind of jump on board and go from there.
You know, the thing is that we've never shared that with anyone because we've never done it before. So I think he knew that moments like this were fleeting, you know, as you would say. It was only with hula dancing. So my dad would always sing a song, Hanale Moon is one of them, and I would always dance to that. So it was always him singing and me hula dancing, but it would never be of me singing. So when he wanted to do it, I mean, it was... Hi, my love. Everything okay?
Pepper's in her diabetes. Who is that? Shut the
Oh, Pepper, it's okay.
Pepper, your blood sugar's low.
Oh no. So when you know my dad was playing music one night. It's okay.
Pepper,
Pepper.
come over here, honey.
Pepper.
All the time I've ever been here, I have never heard her bark.
She might be upset. She might be upset about something. Come on, Pepper. It's okay.
I need a shot.
Yeah. Come on. Come over here. Come. It's okay. So, of all of the years that my dad has been a musician and I like to dance hula and stuff like that, we've never, him play music and me sing. So he was playing music, like, just as he does throughout the night. I happen to hear him. I go out into the living room like, hey, Dad, what's going on? What are you playing? And he just wanted to sing, play the song that I normally sing, which is Never, 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 which is known throughout the Hawaiian community. And so, as I said, we did a couple of takes, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Just me and him. After like 2 or 3 takes, we record it, we do it, and even when we're singing, he's like, face it to you. You'll see it. You'll see it in the video.
It's such a beautiful moment.
Thank you.
What a wonderful thing to have on film. Truly.
Yeah.
I'm so moved by it.
Thank you.
When I saw it, I was just touched.
Thank you. It was just, that was it.
Well, imagine being there. And
That
you put
one
together
and only time.
This whole video, literally, and I joked 3 hours was long. But, all the things that he had done, all the things he had said, all the things that, he was full of fire. So if you ever wonder where she gets it from, now I see it. I got such a deeper understanding of, like, because I met her mom, and your mom is so, like, your mom is, like, great. Like, she's quiet. She makes her quip here and there, but it's a drop of bomb and she's out, right? Nothing major.
Yes.
But, your discipline, like your regimen mentality, I don't mean this in a mean, it's not mean, but when I say this, and I'm looking for a better adjective, but you're very militant.
I am.
You're very militant.
And I don't take offense to that.
Yeah, you're very militant.
Because I was raised by my father.
Fair. But I am your friend. It's very militant.
Yeah.
But with all of that being said, I want to say personally thank you for sharing the video and allowing us to be able to share that with everybody, because again, for the people that are watching, probably never had that opportunity to see that, no offense, you're a real person, that you bleed
I
and that
do.
you cry
I do.
and that you have
cry.
feelings
I do have
underneath the BB hat.
And it happened on our show. All right. We got her to do it.
So thank you. And Angelo's over there. No, but thank you also too. I'm sorry, let me start again. But thank you also to Angelo for sharing that with your father, because I didn't know your father.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know when he passed, and I only know, of course, your mother, who I absolutely adore and love, of course. And so it's nice to get those moments. It's not just about me.
Yeah. Well, I just want to touch on 2 points. So when my father passed, it was
We were
amazing.
kind of done. No, I'm kidding.
It was pretty amazing because there was
Start over because I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It was pretty amazing because there were people standing outside of the church. It was so packed. So I realized just how many people's lives my father really impacted and had touched. So speaking of that, I noticed that your dad posted something recently on Facebook about Grampy.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
Yeah. And so I often wonder if you even think, well, I don't often wonder, but I think about it in this moment. If you really realize what that relationship between your grandfather and your dad, what that relationship was for your dad. Because father-son's relationships aren't always, the most intimate, but there's love there. So for your dad to share something like that just goes to show you that it was meaningful. And for you, I think you're kind of reconciling your own relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to just see where everybody's at.
I mean, listen, I don't want to get all emotional to cry, but I think that all you ever want to be is accepted by your parents, right?
Yeah.
That's it. I never asked for money. I never asked for, I've been working since I was 15, and I'm not saying that they didn't provide. Of course they provided, but I did a lot for myself also too. And I helped raise my 2 sisters, and, because my parents were working. I just always wanted to be accepted by him. And in my mind, I never thought that was a lot to ask for, personally. So I haven't seen the Grampy post, but it's so interesting that you bring that up. It's because I was talking to my mom about it, and I was telling her, I said, oh, we make fun of Monica all the time and her 85 kids and 85 dads. And it's so funny because, she just posts Ricardo's picture, and I said, is he okay?
Oh.
Is he all right? Because there was no context to it all whatsoever. It was just Ricardo's photo. And so I said, what's going on? Is he okay? And she, of course, she I guess it was birthday or whatever, but she did the same thing with Andres.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's happening? What is going on? Because it's just a photo. It's, And so I told my mom, and I was telling my mom the story. I said, oh, it's Andres' birthday was, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or whatever.
Days ago.
A couple days ago.
Yep.
And my mom said, oh, that's right. Grampy died around his birthday. And he did. Oh, God, and I remember that day also, too, as we talk about death. But, our grandfather was amazing. I mean, he played in a band. He was very musical, very much like your father. He played piano. I would go with my grandfather in tunings, and I would get the gossip. My grandfather loved to gossip. He was hilarious. I'll never forget one time we were there off of a highland. And those houses, off a highland, it's really nice, right past Melrose.
Yep.
That stretch, right?
Beautiful.
So we were inside there and went to this beautiful home. I had never been in a home like that before in my entire life. But my grandfather, this woman loved grandpa tuning her piano. And it was funny because he said to me, the boyfriend pays for this. She doesn't have a husband, but the boyfriend pays for this. He doesn't live with her, but he pays to get her, tuned, right? And so I laughed so hard. I'll never forget this. And she was kind and she was nice, and she gave me banana ice cream, and that was great because she was back then, very healthy, and she just took bananas in this machine that made ice cream. So I was eating and I was fine. Fat kid, give me food, I was fine.
How long ago was this?
Oh God, I was I mean,
30 years ago.
yeah, 40
Yeah.
years ago, probably
40 years ago,
40
yeah.
years ago.
And ice cream was healthy back then?
Well, no, because it was just bananas. So she had this machine, this
Oh, okay,
contraption.
okay.
And she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna give you. You like ice cream? Like I do like ice cream. You know, fat kid." And so she took frozen bananas that were in the freezer. She put them into this contraption, and she pushed down this paddle, and it made fresh banana ice cream, right? And it was delicious. It was
Of
wonderful.
course.
But my grandfather was taking away on the the panels and stuff up there, and he was tuning her piano. But he was there for a while, and I went to him through a couple of his different tunings. I can't remember why I was there, but at least I was able to experience that in my life. You know what I mean? Like I was able to kind of. I don't know if my dad was able to ever go on a tuning with Grandpa. But I was able to, and I don't know if any of the other kids were able to kind of go and hang out with Grandpa.
So, question really quick. I'm so sorry. When I met a set of grandparents.
Oh, yes, you met them. You met my grandfather and you met my grandmother.
It was your dad's side.
It was my
right?
dad's side.
Yeah, it was
yes,
your dad's
you
side
did.
that I met.
We met them at Terrible Hearst.
Yes.
I think you and I had been partying the night.
Absolutely.
I don't even remember if we slept.
Yeah, no.
And I had to meet them for breakfast.
Yes.
I don't mean that in a negative
Yep.
way, but they
And we
were
did.
in town, and we did. We
And we
went,
did.
And we met.
It was
him,
your dad's parents.
And my grandfather just talked you up. Oh, what do you do? Blah, 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 right? Oh, grandpa
As a
was
grandfather would,
Oh,
right?
man, it was so funny. And my grandmother, Jim, leave her alone, Jim. I'll never forget.
Yeah,
they were,
I
They
remember.
were
I can
wonderful
literally
people.
see it like as if it were yesterday.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
standing in line.
So if
Yeah.
I could just chime in without interrupting
No.
over. So Daniel's grandparents are my godparents, and I called them when they were alive Mama Mima and Grampy or Dad. I actually refer to Grampy as Dad. And my middle name is James after Grampy.
And so and mine is
As
too,
yours is.
but
Yes.
that's because
Yep.
my father
Yep.
was named James also
We
too.
are all named James. We had that discussion.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's my
So let me
grandfather's
just
name
have to
too,
be like,
James.
whatever. Yeah. No, but so my namesake really is after Grampy. So that's how they were probably the two most important people outside of my parents.
Well, I mean-
Grammy and Grampy.
Listen, that's how I learned how to feed everybody. You know, Grammy
Oh,
always
yeah.
had food.
Yeah.
There was never a shortage.
Oh no.
It never,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There was never a shortage. Grammy always had food, whether it was frozen or whether it was fresh.
Yep.
She had, and she took such great care of my grandfather.
yeah.
I look back on it now, and I'm like, God, I wish I could find a relationship like that, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother, my grandmother, for backstory on my grandma Irene. My grandma Irene was actually born with diabetes, right? I think she was born with diabetes.
Oh wow.
So she had it forever. She never knew any other way, and she never needed insulin. Pepper, you hear
Yes.
that?
Don't say anything about Pepper.
She never needed insulin because she ate so well.
Wow.
Yeah.
My grandmother would have beans going. She knew her proteins. She knew she couldn't have certain fruits. She knew, and she always fed my grandfather. He always had watercress, radishes, lemons. Like they ate so fresh,
Yeah.
you know. And I take a page from her book because yes, you can go to my house and I have a lot of frozen things. But even when I show up to people's places, and I know you always say, we're good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know any other way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Grammy would
That's
show
how
up
we learn.
with whatever, or Grandpa would bring cookies, you know, and that has transcended to Gina. And well, I don't know about Nikki. Sorry, Nikki.
Or Sylvia.
Oh, they're cursing the TV. How dare they?
Or Sylvia.
They're gonna light
But
you up now.
I know my
Yeah.
cousin Gina and I, we share the same sentiment. We always have too much food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always, and I'm okay with it. You know, whether and when I go to Gina, she gives me all the food to bring home.
Oh yeah, for your
You know,
birthday, I came back with 2 bags of
You
food.
made like a bandit,
Yeah.
right? I took food home too.
Do you remember?
I do remember.
How could we forget?
I got kidnapped that week.
I kidnapped
I do remember.
Daniel.
I do remember, and I remember filming those
Yes,
those videos
yes,
in
we
the
did.
room.
Yes, we did.
Oh God. But you know, listen. At the end of the day, as we end this, I know that everybody goes through the trials and tribulations of grief. Again, thank the both of you for sharing what you have shared. Louis never shares. He's out.
You didn't ask me.
But you can chime in, Louis.
Well, it gets so compelling,
like
and then
double
and then
dutch.
honestly,
Film
I
it
mean,
later.
to hear
We'll see you
you
later.
actually get to where you needed to get to, that
Yeah.
was very, like, not shocking, but I'm over here like, oh my God, we got it on camera.
That's fucking amazing,
Yeah.
right? And the reason why it's amazing is because what people don't know at home is we tried so hard.
So
We tried-
hard.
It was like Elsa
Needles in the feet.
times a million. We were like, let it go, let it go. Right.
My dog just died.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
something-
And
Look, we've been trying to produce that for a while,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Oh,
for a
God.
long time. And I mean, that's not, it's not terrible that we just wanted her to emote.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you do present yourself as this stoic, strong foundation, but we all have cracks.
Yeah,
We all have cracks.
We definitely all have
And
cracks.
that's what I wanted to celebrate is that we all have cracks.
And you're-
Angelo, some of
Yeah.
us more than others.
And your feelings matter.
Yes.
Even though you might not think so. Because sometimes you could be going through something and you don't know somebody else is going through it. And they might look up to you and they hear it from you and they go, holy shit, that's what I need.
She's a mess. Yes, agree.
Well, on that
On
note,
that
I think
note,
we should just end it.
I am so happy that you shared your messiness, the both of you, with us here at Do It Like Danny. We are going to come back with another episode in a happier manner. We keep saying that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We keep saying that.
I think
okay, it's
I think we had a pretty happy episode or two. Jesus.
Emotions are good.
So
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
said, I hope you all have a wonderful, great evening. Good thoughts. Go love your family members. Go reconcile. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, you only have two choices, pine or mahogany. And that's it. Okay?
Mahogany.
Thank you. Have a great night. And remember to do it like Danny.
Cheers.